doing, Yuri?
Yuri, you're such a sleepyhead.
Looks like I overslept a little. My hair is a mess.
Is that all you're worried about?
Sounds like we're all good.
Here you go.
You pulled it off. Now we just need Judy and Estelle.
Here I am. Good morning, everyone.
Oh, morning, Judith.
Were you able to get in touch with Pharaoh?
Yes, but you won't like what he told me about Zaude. He says it's a place that must be left undisturbed by both Interleuchea and humans.
I wonder why.
Such an encouraging send-off.
Well, it's not like we can just say, "Oh, thanks for telling us," and not go. Alexei's at Zaude, and I'm really not in a mood to just let him go.
We can't just turn back now.
You're right. Pharaoh will have to understand.
We already came this far. We can't stop now.
Besides, if we just ignore him, the whole world's gonna be in all kinds of trouble.
That's the spirit. Now we just need Estelle. Rita, did you see her?
Estelle won't be coming. She can't fight anymore.
Wait, you don't mean...
The control was a success. But she needs to avoid air interference in order to keep her power from activating.
Huh? But all Blastia need air to work, don't they?
Yes, so I tried the same thing as Raven.
Using her own life energy for power.
Are you serious? I really wouldn't recommend that.
I couldn't find any other way. At least she can use formulas without worrying about air. But it's not just controlling the power of the child of the full moon. Even Arts will use her life. She could be in serious danger if she had to exert herself.
Oh no!
So she won't be coming with us anymore.
And was she okay with that?
No.
Estelle!
Hey! You're just here to see us off, right?
Rita, I'm sorry. Please take me with you.
What did I tell you? You'll lose your life just by using your arts. You could go on living with no problem if you just wouldn't use them.
I sat up all night thinking about what you told me. At first I thought, finally, I'll be able to live a normal life.
Yeah, you've suffered enough. You can rest now.
Thank you, Rita. You all are risking your lives to fight. Even the fate of this world is at stake. Knowing that, my only choice is to fight alongside you.
Estelle.
There are still things I can do for my friends. So I'm asking you, please, take me with you.
I want to tell you no, but you decided this for yourself. I won't turn you down.
Yes, and she doesn't really listen when she sets her mind to something.
Ah, let's take her. Nobody likes having their friends run off to steal all the fun.
Yeah, we'll all help out to make this easy on her.
We're gonna blow that scoundrel away!
Promise me one thing. You will never, never push yourself too hard. Got it? I'll never forgive you if you break that promise.
All right.
Trying to forbid this bunch from pushing themselves is pretty pointless.
Thank goodness. It looks like I made it in time.
Huh? Prince Yoder and Flynn, too?
My, what an honor for His Highness to see us off himself.
There you go again with that attitude of yours.
You may have already heard, but the supply of ships has been delayed, so the knights are not yet able to leave for battle. Under normal circumstances, the knights should be the ones taking the initiative here, but you civilians have shouldered it. As head of the Empire, I must apologize.
Don't sweat it. It's not like we're doing this for the Knights or for the Empire anyway.
This may be a bit presumptuous, but I would like to ask that you take Flynn in their place.
Huh?
Your Highness?
At this moment, both in name and in substance, Flynn is the greatest knight in the Empire. I am sure that he will be of great use to you. Wouldn't you agree?
But I must command the knights.
As soon as the knights are ready, I will send them after you. You should be able to entrust your men with that much. Besides, are you not the one who desires most to settle things personally with Alexei?
Your Highness.
I, Eoder Argrios Hirusein, hereby command you on behalf of the Empire. Imperial Knight Flynn Shifo, join forces with the Guild, brave Vesperia, and stop Alexei.
Yes, sir. You heard His Highness. I'll be counting on you, Yuri.
Even if I refused, you'd still come along, wouldn't you?
So our next problem is just how to go about actually getting to Zaude.
That's already been handled, right, Judy?
Yes, of course. We still have that important friend of ours.
Baul, is he okay?
I told you, he's strong.
Yep, we'll be able to use the Fiertia in no time.
So everything's ready. This is it, the final battle.
Yeah. Wow! The hourglass is really amazing! The enemies just stop moving!
Yeah, certainly makes it easier to win battles.
You can get ready for what's next, attack enemies, change battle formation. And if we're having trouble running away from enemies, this makes it a cinch. Oh, and it even lets us keep enemies from running away. It's seriously awesome.
Hourglass! Personally, I find this way easier.
So that's Zaude. It's huge.
It's sort of shaped like a ring.
Anybody with fingers big enough for that wouldn't have any trouble taking over the world.
There's no way Alexei could fit that on his finger.
I wonder if we'll get in without being seen.
Whoa, look! Over there!
Pharaoh. But Pharaoh's one of the strongest in Lakeia.
And even he couldn't do anything to it. What did we get ourselves into?
It reconstituted itself by manipulating the air. What processing speed?
Is that the power Alexei was after?
Let's go in from below. Pharaoh's doing all the work, but at least he's got Alexei looking up for now.
Pharaoh, thank you.
Advance form!
Cerebral form!
You're dead in the water. Put some spirit into it.
What are you up to?
Well, you know how Patty switches up her fighting style in the middle of battle?
We thought we might be able to do the same thing, so we asked for a lesson.
I don't think that's something that can be taught. You have to be born with a style that unique.
No, Yuri. You start practicing with the others. You can never know until you at least try.
I'm not so sure.
Nonsense! Keep a positive mental attitude.
You could be right. Here goes. Critical form!
Ha-ha! Victory is mine!
We lost! Yuri, this is all your fault!
Choosing critical like that? I thought you played it cooler than that.
Carol and Raven, you owe me your gels for a while. Yuri, you get a thank you kiss.
You were betting on me?
Man, up close, this thing is bigger than I thought.
Is this really one big Blastia? There's no way!
It's gotta be a Hopeland Blastia designed to threaten everyone in the world.
It must possess unimaginable power.
Hey, look! It's a ship!
Is it the Knights?
No, I can't believe they'd make it here this fast. It's probably the Royal Guard.
That must mean...
Yep, the entrance is closely guarded.
They're swarming like sea roaches.
There aren't that many. We could blow them away before they knew what hit them.
Easy. We're not here to get noticed. Let's see if there isn't some other way in.
Ugh, this is terrible.
Did you follow the recipe? There are ingredients in this food that really shouldn't be in it.
Actually, I haven't seen our recipe book around recently.
Yeah, I wonder where it went.
Recipe book? Is this it by any chance? Rita, you had it? No wonder it seems so flimsy and weak.
You were using it as a weapon?
Someone replaced my book with this thing. It's not my fault nobody noticed the recipes were gone.
Well, I can't argue with you there.
We don't have very many recipes either. Maybe we should have some more interest in cooking.
Hey, do you mind if I have a gel?
Carol, I don't really think you should eat those unless you need them.
But I can't stop thinking about how good they taste. Or the smooshy way they feel between my teeth.
I noticed we've had fewer gels lately. You've been snacking on them, haven't you?
I want them so badly I can't sleep. And here you've been eating them while we weren't looking?
I haven't been doing anything like that. Wait, Rita, you were losing sleep over gels?
No, of course not. What are you talking about?
They're not snacks, you know. They might be small, but they're pretty expensive.
I can't say I like their taste or texture very much.
Perhaps they're not too pleasing to a princess's palate.
No, that's not it. I don't think they're that good either.
I'm addicted to their simple taste. You just don't get it.
Gels were made sweet and soft so they'd appeal to children after all.
Are you saying my sense of taste is childish?
What's the matter with that? You are both children.
There's a breeze. It's a vent.
Leave it to me.
Are we going to enter through here?
It might not be what you're used to as a knight, but yeah.
Rita, don't worry. I'm fine.
Please, I'm not worried.
You clearly are.
Oh, shut up. Hurry up and get that thing open.
You're the only one shouting.
Got it.
Wonderful. Let's take a look.
I'd like to know one thing before we begin this battle. Just how strong is this Commandant?
I heard he earned his knighthood when he won a royal tournament during the previous emperor's reign.
I got to cross swords with him once, and I didn't last more than 3 minutes.
His title is more than mere decoration. His skill puts him well above his fellow knights.
He's the strongest among them, huh?
And don't forget, he's surrounded by his royal guard.
None of this sounds very promising.
Hey, we've got De Nomos, don't we?
Besides, we've been through all kinds of stuff together on this journey.
Yeah, we're tighter than any kind of guard, royal or not.
All right, so say we handle the Royal Guard. It's still a coin toss in the end.
I guess we'll never be too prepared when it comes to facing Alexei.
Any error will likely cost lives.
Right. We'll have to give it everything we've got.
So Pharaoh's been absorbing air too. Is he trying to restabilize it?
We owe him one for keeping the fight up this long.
No, I don't think that's it. My guess is he's taking in all that air to disable Zaude's power source.
That way he'll be able to mess with Alexei's plans, right?
Right. Right, Judith?
Who? Me? What was the question?
Never mind.
It'll be easy if we can just get inside. We'll stop everything in one shot.
Wish it were that easy, kid, but we'll be up to our ears in traps and royal guards.
Gotta admire his confidence.
Do you really mean that?
Pharaoh, please be okay.
We've seen plenty of Blastia so far, but this one's in a different class altogether.
If this was made at the end of the Garayos civilization, it may contain clues to all their technology.
Chances are pretty good if the building we saw in that relief in Murzo is actually Zaude.
So is there a connection between the Cataclysm and the Autophagos?
If it does come from the end of the Garayos civilization, maybe it can turn back the Autophagos.
I wonder if that's why they carved the relief. It all adds up, but I keep going back to Pharaoh's words.
About disturbing Zaude? Thinking about it isn't likely to get us anywhere. We just have to go on. When someone as strong as Pharaoh tells you not to go messing with Zaude, it makes you wonder.
I wish he'd use regular words when he talked, though.
Definitely. If it's really all that dangerous, you'd think he'd want to make himself clear.
Maybe it was something Pharaoh had difficulty expressing in his own way. He did take the time to warn us. That shows at least some concern for our well-being, right?
You mean that maybe he's warmed up to us a bit?
Yes.
I've been wondering about this for a while now.
What?
How come the Royal Guard is so loyal to Alexei?
That's true. You'd think they'd have come to their senses by now.
Well, did you know that most of the Imperial Knights are taken as apprentices from the nobility?
Yeah, I wish I could forget.
Well, the Royal Guard protects the Emperor, and they're made up of the finest soldiers in the Imperial Knights.
Hasn't it been several years since we've had an emperor, though?
Exactly. In that time, the Commandant's cleverly made those knights into his own personal army.
It doesn't seem like that'd be enough to turn them into such little lapdogs, though.
Well, the ideals he offered them were attractive in their own ways. Lead our empire to prosperity, and what have you.
They were all so enamored with him, earnestly believing his every word. Even now, I imagine they believe in him. I cannot blame them for that.
But if you realize what kind of person he is, Flynn, then why can't they...
The world would probably be a better place if all those guys figured out the truth on their own.
I don't care what rock you crawled out from. Bring it!
Dragon Swarm! Deliver my enemies unto me! Disturbing power now unleashed! Meet my judgment on the evil before me! Like this?
We're not done yet.
Oh, incandescent focus! Annihilate the Folge before me! You thought you could win?
Let's have a good time! Face me!
Style of roaring darkness! Split thy burning spear and deliver my enemies unto me! The best you can do! I'm fine!
Concealed wave! Draconic slash!
Risky!
Oh, blade of rebel, overpower even indestructible evil! Incandescent focus, annihilate the Folge before me! I found you! Don't get in our way!
Hooray!
I can't figure this out. Man, what a pain.
Why would anyone bother to set up such complicated mechanisms on the ocean floor?
It's a common way to keep intruders out.
The Shaikos ruins were the same way. Places only certain people could enter, that kind of stuff.
So only people who know the correct steps can enter?
Exactly. But if we rack our brains a little, we should be able to figure it out.
So why haven't we figured it out yet?
You tell us, Captain. You're the master puzzle solver.
What? Since when?
Since now. So put on your thinking cap and figure this out.
I can't believe this.
I suppose I could try.
Goddess land! Grant them the underworld purity! Now we'll have some fun! Bye-bye. The dog's looking a little spooked.
It's okay, Rapide.
Why do you look so happy, Rita?
Who, me?
Rapide being scared makes you happy. Huh.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's just a little nervous around water, that's all.
Exactly. So being on the seafloor is a bit intense for him, right?
A little tough, huh?
I don't care what rock you crawled out from. Bring it!
Oh, dear of this modest lad! Blast! Incandescent focus! Annihilate the vulgar before me! Disturbing power now unleashed! Meet thy judgment upon the evil before me!
I gotta try and keep up.
Incandescent locust! Annihilate the vulgar before me! Flickering blaze, burn! Now we'll have some fun! Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball!
Man, I want some more. This looks like fun.
Oh, din of this modest land! Crescent moon! Break them thy undefiled purity! Splash!
Summon strike!
Flickering blaze, burn!
Summon strike!
You can do.
Yuri, our love will conquer all!
Okay, okay.
Does he hide his love by being cold?
Looking at Flynn, I can say, there's a knight captain. But it's really hard to picture Raven in charge of a bunch of knights.
I don't think it's possible until he gets rid of that shady aura he carries around.
It could be that he's only concealing his knightly dignity to complete his disguise as Raven.
I don't know if he and Dignity have even been in the same room together.
Captain Schwan was a man of grace and honor. His skills were renowned, which kept him on constant secret missions. Every knight knew his name, and nearly everyone envied his ability to carry out his duties with poise.
Huh? Is that true?
And while he was scrupulous, he knew how to care for those under him, so he always had their trust.
After seeing 3 of them, I can see he was well liked.
The more I hear about him, the further he seems from that old man.
That's why I'm telling you, I'm not Schwan.
When did he get here?
Listen to yourselves, carrying on as though nobody's around.
But sometimes you do say things that Captain Schwan would. You continue to carry his quality, however quietly.
Knock that off, would you?
We'll destroy them in no time!
Draconis Rock!
Now we'll have some fun!
Ready?
Oh, din of this modest land! Grant them thy undefiled purity! Feel this holy fireball! Feel this holy power! Grant me thy divine protection!
Not done yet!
I'm fine! Not bad! Grant me thy protection! Now we'll have some fun!
Anyone with a spine to face us?
I don't care what rock you crawled out from. Bring it!
Spread thy alluring snare and deliver my enemies unto me! Feel this holy power!
Careless.
Victory is a whirling tide! There's a nasty one!
Ooh, scary, scary. Incandescent. Annihilate the Folge before me.
All right.
We're not done yet.
No way.
Feel this holy power. Now we'll have some fun. Remy, that divine protection.
Guardian Field.
Divine protection.
And another.
Oh, incandescent blaze. Annihilate the Folge before me. Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Grant them thy undefiled purity.
This could be the end!
This is very dangerous. Remy, thy divine protection!
No good.
Crescent moon!
All right. Dragon Swarm!
Now we'll have some fun. Feel this holy power!
Not done yet. Not done yet.
Crescent moon!
Lucky bomb!
Not done yet.
I can't keep doing this.
Victory is a whirling tide!
Raven,
What you need, lad?
I know this is a subject you would like to avoid, but I want to ask you something as a knight.
Why would Schwann obey Alexei's orders? Is it?
I cannot believe Captain Schwann would be so blind as to miss the nefariousness of Alexei's deeds.
You put too much stock into Schwann. His head was as empty as a tin soldier's. The Schwann that would fulfill his duty like a puppet died a decade ago.
That would not change, even if he knew what he does now?
Well, I don't think he would have seen a blasty of that size coming. But he still might have followed Alexei to the last. But you never can know, can you?
Is the reason you wish to settle things now because you have chosen to live as Raven?
There are some folks who took this old man seriously. So I guess I can't die just yet. But if I'm gonna live on, then I've got to make up for what Schwann did.
So a fortuitous encounter changed you.
That's putting it a bit dramatically.
There's a nasty one.
Get ready for anything.
You're gone! We'll strike! We'll strike! Azure Wolf!
Flickering wind! Burn! Fireball!
Take this! Silver strike! Take that! Take this! Take this!
Now we'll have some fun.
And another! No way! Not done yet! Take that
Just
away!
lie around.
And another!
Feel this holy power!
And another!
Feel this holy power!
Take that! Take this!
This could be
Ready
tricky.
by divine protection!
Take this!
You've learned a bit.
Feel this holy power!
Here.
Ready by
clothes are all
divine
dirty.
Remy thy divine
learned a
protection!
Take this!
Face me.
Remy thy divine protection!
No way! Brilliant field!
Remy thy divine protection!
Volunteers.
I can't keep
Sorry.
doing this!
And another! This wasn't...
Come back and try again. There's a nasty one.
Ooh, scary, scary. Now we'll have some fun.
Risky bag.
Treasure storm!
Rough schemes.
Dragon Sword! Silver strike! Brutal fang!
Rare little baby. Delicious.
Azure Wolf strike!
Chef, come back and try again.
Won't we run into another pile of trouble when the knights catch up and you're with us? I won't be laughing if we mess things up before we can deal with Alexei.
That young woman knight will be difficult. What will you do about her?
She's put me on too high a pedestal. I believe that a line can be drawn between good and evil in this world.
And she thinks that you're the one who can draw that line.
But reality is not so simple.
Right. I hope she realizes that soon. I have a feeling she will.
Sounds to me like she's got blinders on.
Yeah, I think Applehead will catch on faster.
Yuri, you really shouldn't call him that. Witcher is an exceptional mage who represents the future hopes of Ospio.
Him?
Hadn't you heard?
I guess I just wasn't interested. Now that I think of it, I think he may have been more on the ball than the others.
Even after our request for assistance expired, he continued to aid myself and other knights. He is earnest and dedicated.
You care about your crew, Flynn. I'm sure you're a top-rate captain.